You know, we are talking important family health this afternoon. So we are proud here at Smart Family to be partnering with Arizona Parenting Magazine. It's a wonderful and free parenting resource here in the Valley. And we encourage you to take a look at their October issue. Not because Connie and I are on the cover, but especially they have this awesome section called Parents Ask page. And this month is focused on identifying learning disabilities in our children. And this is why Dan Williams is here, who is the executive director of SERI, which is the Developmental Rehabilitation and Learning Center in Tempe. And he is here with some great information on how to help our children who may be struggling with school. So first of all, Dan, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate that. So now, you know, when it comes to children with learning disabilities, one of the things is, you know, identifying, you know, what it is, what their learning disability is. So there are many different, like, things that we should be looking for in that, in terms of, you'd say, you know, traits when it comes to learning disabilities.
Well, you know, learning disabilities can be a lot of different things. It's not just that the child is not getting their work done or have good grades. It can be auditory processing issues, visual processing issues. And I should elaborate a little bit. We're not just talking about can they hear, because a lot of the kids that we see can hear just fine. It's how does their brain process what they hear.
Okay.
Can they follow multiple step commands and directions? Do they need things repeated or simplified, etc.? And a lot of times there's key signs or symptoms that will lead to a learning disability.
Right, and we have some of those signs. Difficulty with attention, taking a long time to complete tasks, needs verbal directions repeated, difficulty organizing activities, poor reading comprehension, poor memory of spoken or written material, and avoidance of assignments, which I think some of us all do, acts impulsively, and is easily frustrated with school and homework. And number 10 is the low self-esteem. So these are some traits there, but they don't need to have all of those particular, you know, things there, the traits there, and identifying that.
Correct.
So what are some things that we should look for in parents out of those things?
Well, you know, a true learning disability isn't the child that just needs a little more repetition with homework, etc. They're the ones that are avoiding it nightly. It's taking 3 to 4 times as long to get their work done. They're not having good retention, no matter how much work or tutoring you do with the child. So it's a good idea to get them assessed for these underlying issues, because if you have a true learning issue, you're going to struggle in multiple areas and not just one, typically.
Okay. Well, how would you recommend a parent goes about getting their child assessed?
You know, obviously start with the school, speak with the parents, go through the ranks of the school psychologists, etc. A lot of the clients come to us for outside help for comprehensive testing to get a baseline on their child, to find out if there are other things they can be doing to give their child academic success.
Okay. And when it comes to learning disabilities, what are some of the more common ones?
Auditory processing, some people call it central auditory processing disorder.
Okay. And what do you mean by that when you say
again, like I kind of spoke of earlier, it's not can you hear, but how do you process what you hear? Meaning some kids can't sit in an American-style classroom where the teacher's speaking or giving lecture auditorily. They can't keep up quickly and efficiently enough with their auditory processing, so they get lost, don't know what they're doing, and start fidgeting in their chair or getting distracted.
Okay, got it. Well, that's some pretty good advice there. Well, Dan, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. So some pretty good advice there. So if you would like to find out more about identifying learning disabilities in your child or how to help treat them, you can go to our website at abc15.com. Click on the Lifestyle tab, and then you'll see the Smart Family section, and after the show, we'll have some information posted there.